Can India trust Trump as a friend? PakistanUSIran equation explained Trump sahab to bahut kuch bolt red hein sab kuch agar itna seriously loj to kais Kaliga. Trump keeps saying things you can't take it all too seriously. This is what a top BJP leader told me earlier this month. It summed up India's frustration with US President Donald Trump's actions and utterances. Can India trust Donald Trump as a friend, an ally? This is the million-dollar question on Raisina Hill as Trump continues to trumpet that he enforced the ceasefire between India and Pakistan despite Narendra Modi calling his bluff in a 35-minute-long phone call. He also rejected Trump's invitation to stop over in the US while returning from Canada. Now, after the US struck Iran, Modi and the Iranian President Pezeshkian had a 45-minute-long phone call where Modi called for de-escalation and Pezeshkian described India as a friend, underlining India's important role and voice in restoring regional peace and stability. This is India's subtle messaging to the US. While Modi's call with Trump last week lasted 35 minutes, the call between Modi and Pezeshkian lasted longer and was initiated by Iran. A big irritant for India was Trump rolling out the red carpet for hosting Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir for lunch at the White House. Yes, the same Asim Munir who India sees as the brains behind the Pahalgam terror attack, who propagates the two-nation theory, calls Kashmir Pakistan's jugular vein, and underlines differences between Hindus and Muslims, who, in short, is the face of Pakistan's state-sponsored terror. Trump hosted Munir for lunch with an idea to win Pakistan's support as the US soon after entered the war with Iran. And Munir came with his country's official support for Trump to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Quite a barter. Trump came to power saying he would end the two wars between Russia and Ukraine, and Israel and Palestine. Now, we have 4 wars. Israel-Iran one started on June 13, and the US on Sunday morning launched a massive strike on Iran, destroying Iran's 3 big nuclear sites, and Trump has sent the US military into the Israel-Iran war. But are we staring now at World War III? In a stunning overnight development on Sunday, the United States launched this military strike. Bunker buster bombs, Tomahawk missiles, and the stealthiest bomber ever built, the B-2. Pakistan, which has a 900 km border with Iran, fits as a key ally the US needs to have an advantage over Tehran. Pakistan may publicly side with Iran, but its actions could speak otherwise. But for India, a war is on as well with Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Operation Sindoor is not over for us. A diplomatic war is also on to negate Trump's narrative that he got India and Pakistan to call off the conflict in May. The aim is to keep India and Pakistan dehyphenated on the global stage as before. But at the same time, also keep the India-US trade deal talks on track. If one looks at Trump's history, it is replete with U-turns, grandstanding, and whatever suits him at the moment. In his first term as president, Trump said Pakistan symbolized lies and deceit and had misused US aid of $33 billion over 15 years. But now he is saying he loves Pakistan, and that Asim Munir is a powerful person. It is not lost on India that Munir secured a meeting with Trump at the White House even before Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. To be fair, India can't control who Trump invites to lunch. India should also not panic over every gesture Washington makes towards Islamabad. But India must spell it out to the Ustad for New Delhi, Asim Munir is a red line. That he is a radical and the one primarily responsible for the escalation between April 22 and May 10. India and the US are old friends, but there can be red lines among friends, too. Modi's 45-minute call with Iran's president is the first such diplomatic signaling to the US by India. Iran is virtually asking India to play the role of the mediator now to enforce peace. New Delhi is concerned as Washington is now treating the same country as a partner that sponsors terror in India. Call it a circus of the absurd, but Trump, who falsely claimed credit for stopping a war that India says never needed US mediation, is now being pushed for the Nobel Peace Prize by the same country that plotted the Pahalgam terror attack. Making it all worse is the face of the endorsement a hardliner like Munir. Swipe left for next video. India fixed 3 new normals with an enemy like Pakistan after Operation Sindoor. Perhaps India needs to send across the message of a new normal to a friend like the US, too, that respect our red lines of no interference, stay away from mediation offers and claims, and don't absolve Pakistan of terrorism. If India does not approve of US overtures to Pakistan when it comes to attempts to legitimize it, it won't remain a silent spectator now. Modi did so by giving a piece of his mind to Trump over the 35-minute-long phone call and saying no to the president's invitation to stop over in the US, which may have brought about a diplomatic ambush with Modi and Munir in the White House on the same day and, perhaps, at the same time. Modi saw through Trump's game. His call with Iran on Sunday shows India will now play the game. Latest blogs.